can't get away with this. All those people and all those children.
I forgot how pathetic he was.
Oh, no.
Whoops, you almost fell down.
Damn. To be bouncing off buildings.
So he should be dead by now.
Should be.
So why he's still alive?
Plot armor. That's the only reason. Plot armor. They needed him to come back in time. That's the only reason why he's alive. Alright, YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching the History of Trunks Dragon Ball Z. Basically, we just watched the Bardock special, and I told her how
I feel like doing the what's it called?
A bridge.
The bridge.
Well, thanks for interrupting my intro to tell me that.
Sorry. I'm so sorry, guys.
But all right. Her back's messed up. Yeah. Anyways, like I was trying to say before I was interrupted by this one. Trunks. This is the story. Vegeta has a kid. The timeline. He has a kid. Boom. And the timeline that's... So, okay. I'm going to try to explain it like this. Everything that happened, happened. Frieza happened. Dragon Ball. All that happened. Then, Goku got a heart virus and he died. Then, androids were created by this doctor. Actually,
heart virus?
Yeah, so a heart attack. But back when Goku was a kid in Dragon Ball, when he was a kid, he fought this group of people called the Red Ribbon Army, which was basically like a terrorist group. And Goku killed all of them. But one of the guys survived. He was a mad scientist. He created androids. These androids were so powerful that they were stronger than Frieza. That's how strong they were. Those androids started killing everyone. Goku died of the heart virus, and then the androids killed all the other fighters. They killed Vegeta, Piccolo, all of them. The only ones who survived were Goku's son, Gohan, and Vegeta's baby son, Trunks. Those are the only two survivors. All the Z fighters are dead. No Goku, no Vegeta, no Piccolo, no Krillin, no Master, no nothing.
And they're not coming back?
No, because the Dragon Balls work because there's these group of people called Namekians. You saw when Goku was fighting that green guy? Okay, well, his name is Piccolo. He was the main villain of Dragon Ball when they were kids. But the Dragon Balls are connected to him because Namekians create Dragon Balls. That's the group of people. They're called Namekians. Namekians create the Dragon Balls. A Namekian from Namek came to Earth and then created Dragon Balls on Earth. That's why Earth has Dragon Balls. Piccolo and the other Namekian, the other one's name is Kami, and the other one's name is Piccolo. One is the good one is the evil one. They're the same person, but they split, the good half and the bad half. So they're connected. Nowadays, because they fought Goku, they're both good guys. But they're still connected. So when the androids killed Piccolo, Kami died too. Meaning the Dragon Balls disappeared. So now the androids killed everybody, including Piccolo, so there's no more Dragon Balls. So now the only ones left are Gohan and Trunks, which are Vegeta's son and Goku's son. That's all that they have left versus the androids. But because the androids are so powerful, those two aren't beating them. They're not beating them. So Trunks, what he did was, Bulma's the blue-haired girl. That's Goku's best friend. That's the first person he met other than his grandpa Gohan. Bulma has been Goku's best friend since they were kids. She also ended up hooking up with Vegeta when he became a good guy. She basically was like, this strong space warrior who's an asshole. He looks kind of hot. And she put a baby in him. Well, he put a baby in her, basically. And yeah, that happened. So, while that all happened, Bulma created a time machine for Trunks to go back in time, give Goku a medicine for the heart virus, and save him. So after they defeated Frieza, that's where the story goes. Trunks' timeline is destroyed. There's nothing they can do because what we've realized, at first he thought that saving Goku would have saved his future. But eventually they realized there's timelines. So whatever happens in this timeline does not affect this timeline. So when Trunks saved Goku, his timeline was still fucked. So he was like, damn, they're all still dead, no matter what I do. But at least I'll be able to save this timeline from ending up like mine. So Trunks came back in time and wanted to help all of them. So he came back in time, gave Goku the medicine, they fought the androids and they won. But this is what happened in Trunks' timeline when everyone's dead.
So his timeline can't
Yeah.
be saved.
Nope. So we're gonna watch his timeline. And future Trunks, we call him future Trunks because he's from the future. And there's a present Trunks.
So he's sad.
Yeah, he has the most fucked up life in this whole show. Like out of everybody. And present timeline Trunks also exists. He's a baby. And then he grows up with Goku's other son. Goku has 2 kids. He has Gohan, who's the older one, and then he has Goten. Goten and Trunks are the same age. But future Trunks, obviously he's older because...
Wait, so future Trunks end up staying in the...
No. Because his mom is still there. His timeline is fucked up. But he trained with all of them. He got stronger because basically another android named Cell came. And Cell was the real problem. Because the androids that destroyed Trunks' timeline, Cell basically was stronger than both of them, killed them, and then basically took their power and got even stronger. And then he was a threat to like the normal timeline. And then they all had to work together to kill him. But after they defeated Cell, future Trunks basically was like, alright, well, it was fun meeting all of y'all. It was nice meeting my dad. It was nice meeting Goku. It was nice seeing a timeline that's actually good. And he was like, but I want to go back home to my mom and save my timeline. So even though all the Goku and his friends are dead, Trunks was like, I'm not about to let these androids roam free in here. So he went back to his timeline and he killed the androids. And yeah. But we're going to watch future history of Trunks.
But they say he killed everybody.
He did. The androids killed everybody.
Okay, but his mom is still alive.
Well, he killed the fighters. His mom was never a fighter. She wasn't on the battlefield like, I'm going to fight the androids.
Okay.
Yeah. She's the scientist of the group. She just makes stuff and, like, she's the support, basically. I love how old it looks. That's Gohan when he was a little kid. That's Shenron. Every time they grant a wish, the dragon comes out to grant the wish. It's like a genie, but it's a dragon.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
You forgot what you're screaming.
Nah. What happened? That's Piccolo right there. Look, I might just start watching all the Dragon Ball movies. I really might have to. Well, that's the squad. And they had Trunks involved in it at this point. And you see how Vegeta's with them now, but he's not... Vegeta was never cool with them. Like, he was cool with them, but he wasn't friends with them, basically. And that's Trunks right there. So he's always the antisocial one in the group. The one he really fucks with is Goku. The rest of them, he's like, fuck him. That's Chi-Chi, Goku's wife, and Gohan's mother. He died of the heart virus. There's Bulma. Krillin, that's his best friend. That's the rest of the group. Even Vegeta was pissed about it. And those are the androids.
Coming to the defense of the inhabitants were Earth's special forces. Piccolo was the first to try, and the first to die.
The one that created...
The ones that destroyed everything.
No, Piccolo, the one that created the Dragon Ball.
His good side did it. But yeah. Remember, there's 2 of them. Piccolo is the evil side, but yeah, he's connected to it. That's Android 17, Android 18.
And who ended up marrying an android?
Who told you that?
You.
Oh, Krillin, the bald one. In the good
What
time.
bald one?
But yeah, that was my crush when I was a kid. Android 18.
Why?
I don't know. She was just bad. It was like the way she talks. Like, she talks really seductive. Like, I don't know. You hear that? They're so robotic, like Krillin. That's the one that married her and had a kid with her.
Was they robot?
Well, she was a human first. She was just modified to be a robot. So she still has, like, woman parts and everything. And they basically just wanted to have fun. So killing people and destroying the city was their game of having fun. So it looks like Roshi and them, like the weaker guys, they survived by getting in that submarine and just hiding underwater. But Master Roshi, Oolong, and Poir, they survived. Everyone else died though. Roshi's old now. He doesn't really fight anymore. He was good back in the day, but he ain't strong enough to fight the androids.
I thought old man.
They are normally, but Dragon Ball's not like that. In this show, it's just not like that anymore. He's out of his prime. He can't. Look at her. She ain't bad.
She has a big forehead.
She does. Nah, as I got older, I was like, I don't know why I was infatuated. But when I was younger, she was bad. I don't know.
I have a fabulous figure.
Oh.
No, I spared him. You know, 17, that made me look bad, like I was lying. That's not fair.
Sorry. That was rude.
You see how robotic they are? Those are just how they act. And one of his favorite games is just hitting people with cars. It's literally just Gohan, Bulma, the scientist, Gohan, Goku's son, and Master Roshi. And Master Roshi's not fighting them because he's an old man who can't fight for real against these guys. And Trunks, he's never had a real fight before because everyone's dead and the androids are the only thing that's been there. And Bulma never lets him fight them because he would die. If Vegeta couldn't do it, of course he can't do it. That's Gohan. Dressed up like his daddy.
Why is his hair like that?
I don't know. It's just him and it's just this version, future Gohan. It's to set him apart from present timeline Gohan.
Is that
In the regular timeline, his hair looks different. They just needed him to look different, basically.
that's future Gohan?
That's future Gohan. Future Trunks, future Gohan, and future Bulma.
Is older than Trunks.
Yeah.
No, two is fine, Mom.
Trunks was a baby.
How are you, Gohan?
Fine.
Trunks wasn't born until after Frieza died. Because Vegeta, remember, he wasn't even on Earth until after Frieza died. Gohan's been alive since before the Saiyans even pulled up. He was 5 by that point, so he's at least like 7 years older than Trunks. Yeah, see, he was like 6 when that happened, and Trunks was a baby. It was cool seeing Gohan as like the mentor figure. Because up until this point, Gohan's still young. Like, we never even saw Gohan this old yet at this point.
I'm confused.
What are you confused about? What? What are you confused
You
about?
said this is the timeline where Trunks' timeline is fucked up, right?
Yes.
Okay, and I'm just so confused because you're saying it's so nice to see future Gohan. What do you mean by future Gohan? Like, so he just came from the future? I thought.
No. All of just anytime you see them, all of them, this whole movie is future everybody. The original timeline that we watch is not, don't think, none of them are here. This is the future timeline. So anytime you see that Gohan, it's future Gohan. And anytime you see that Trunks, it's future Trunks. Anytime you see Bulma, it's future Bulma. We're not, the timeline that we just watched with Bardock and all of them.
Oh yeah, I know they don't
And-
exist.
No, they exist. It's just, that's the other timeline. The Dragon Ball Z, the show, the main show that we watch, like the actual show, everything, that's the regular timeline. This timeline is not a part of that. This is the future timeline. So think of it like it's different dimensions. Imagine the same exact world, right? Imagine the same world. Follow me. Imagine the same world, right? Imagine our world, right? Me and you are right here.
I already know. This is future.
No. Now imagine it's a separate one that's right beside it. This is our world, right? Me and you, right? We're right here.
Right at the same time that is going on.
And imagine another world that's the exact same world as ours, right? Right? Imagine in this world, I become a film director, and then my life changes as a film director. Imagine in this world, my film flops and I become a crackhead, and now my life is like a crackhead. So it's the same world, but different paths happen. You get it?
Mhm.
So the original timeline, the future Trunks timeline, everything's going the same, except in the future Trunks timeline, Goku got a heart virus and died, and then the androids came and everyone died because the androids killed them.
I know.
So
In
now
the other one.
in the other one, it would have been the exact same way, but it's different because future Trunks got in his time machine, left his timeline, and came over here, gave them the heart virus, and warned them about the androids. So now the regular timeline changed completely. So now it's not going to be fucked up like his. None of this happened in their timeline because future Trunks came into their timeline and changed it. So he basically changed the timeline. But it's two separate timelines. So in their timeline, future Trunks is old. He came back in time. He went into the past. So you see how Gohan is like an adult right now.
Mhm.
In the regular timeline where Trunks came, where he entered, Gohan is still a little kid.
Oh, Gohan still.
We didn't, like Gohan, at this point in time, Gohan is not that old. Gohan is like 11 years old. So when future Trunks went back in time,
And
he
what,
met
Trunks
up.
is a baby.
Yeah, Trunks is a baby and Gohan is 11. This point in time does not happen in their timeline. So you keeping up now?
Yeah.
So yeah, we never saw Gohan train Trunks in our timeline because it never happened. Gohan was a little kid. So that's why I said it's nice seeing future Gohan training future Trunks because we never got to see something like that. You get it now?
Mhm.
Okay. So it's time. It's split. All right.
I'm getting sleepy.
Here you
All
go,
right.
Trunks.
This is the last one.
First,
The
you
Bardic
stand
one
there
is
and
better.
watch while I almost drown, and then you offer me a towel? Yep.
Dad, he's all I have left. Oh, Goku.
On her time, so her time I fucked.
Mm-hmm. Because Goku's dead and her son is fighting the androids. So, yeah.
No, even when he goes into the other timeline and fix it, she's just never gonna be happy because she lost.
Well, I mean, he had the heart virus, so she's fine. Remember, Trunks gave him the medicine for it.
No, the other timeline. Like he's fine, but in their timeline, she's
Yeah, in her timeline,
Yeah.
she's sad. He's just gone. Yeah.
Darn! He
This is Ramel's favorite version of Gohan. He was boxing though. You doing that? Damn, never mind.
He's doing it! Wow!
Okay. Yeah, Gohan. Yeah, probably because they always jump equal.
Where did all that
They're not
come
like the
from?
Saiyans.
He's
They don't do
dangerous
101s.
today.
They jump.
Something's got him fired up. Let's work it together. Go.
Gohan!
And the coordination is perfect.
You better get out of here while you still can.
So you can gang up on my friend again? I see how you two operate. You're cruel! Go ahead. Do it. City have given us the slip again. Man, I can't believe myself. What a joke. Hey, relax. Let's forget about becoming a Super Saiyan for a while, huh? What am I doing wrong? You're my master, Gohan. You can tell me. Why can't I do it? You can. Sure, Trunks. You just need to find the right motivation, that's all. Yeah, for me it's simple. All I have to do is think of how the androids killed Piccolo and Krillin. Then I feel a horrible hurt, and then the pain from that turns into rage. It's maddening. I don't ever want it to happen again. Something that unfair. And then suddenly, the dam breaks. What? You gotta be kidding me, aren't you? Darn those two!
They go from city to city,
Ridiculous.
just destroying
They
stuff.
never Let's go get them. Right. Cool.
He knew he would have got in the way.
Trunks, but I wouldn't be able to forgive myself if anything happened to you. This is my battle for now, little brother. Not quite ready yet.
Damn.
I can feel them all crying down there, Trunks. That's why I have to go. I know you'll understand someday.
All Saiyans are respectable. Even when they know they can't win, they always go out to fight.
See you later, kid.
It's just the Saiyan way.
Come on, let's get out of here. Hey, we missed one.
That's 10 more points. Ah, no.
It's 17 and 18, and Cell. Cell is like the strongest one. That's the one that absorbs them and becomes stronger. And he was like the main villain of the other timeline.
I'm glad you came.
But for now, it's just 17
yeah,
and
this
18.
is perfect. You can be our tiebreaker.
I knew it.
Gohan? Oh no! Darn it, Gohan! Why'd you go alone?
No, his hair was gray. What?
Now he's gone. This was one of my favorite transformations, though.
You were everything to me. Everything. This just
It took.
I had sugar.
You did?
Mhm.
Really? Yeah. He's a Super Saiyan now, but Gohan's dead. So now Chi-Chi in this world, future Chi-Chi, she lost her son and her husband.
years later. Hey, Mom, what's shaking?
3 years later,
Oh, I see
he's
you're
older
still
now.
playing with your toy.
I
And
know
the time
you
machine
think
is
I'm
done.
crazy, darling, but people thought your grandpa was crazy, and he became the greatest inventor in the world.
Under attack. The southbound interstate is the only route out of the city that
And I just for
hasn't
like
been
4
destroyed.
years straight,
I repeat,
not even 4, just like
Bridgetown is under attack.
however many years,
That's
just
pretty close.
them blowing up every
I
city.
know.
That's
but
all
you're
you
not
hear every
thinking
day.
about going, are you?
Yes, I have to. I can't turn my back on those people.
There's another way, Trunks. We could use the time machine!
And now he has a sword.
All right, this is it. Time for revenge. Your death won't be in vain, Gohan. Did you see? 18, what'd he do?
Who knows? He did get my clothes dirty. Maybe that's what he was talking about.
No, everyone in Dragon Ball Z talks shit. Like that's the one thing about Dragon Ball. Everyone talks shit. Just because.
Oh.
And now he's probably sitting there thinking, you know what, Mom? Maybe that time machine wasn't such a bad idea.
What am I up against? Oh, this is insane.
Like their clothes aren't even getting destroyed off of that. Yeah, it's time to pack it up, Trunks. It's time to pack it up.
He's about to escape like that, right?
He needs to. He's too stupid though. That Saiyan pride, he got it from his father. It's that Saiyan pride.
Good idea. We're in the cemetery.
Plus he's young right now. He's still a kid.
We're in the cemetery. We're in
basically saying that's your cemetery.
Now they're just trolling.
They're dickheads here.
They are. That's the thing about Dragon Ball villains. None of them are even motivated by anything. They're all just dickheads. Like every villain in Dragon Ball is just a dickhead, just to be a dickhead. Bruh. Now they're just playing again.
Peekaboo. I see you.
He needs to fly.
He needs to leave, he literally.
You could have taken the stairs, you know. My gosh, human beings. Always doing things the hard way.
Hey there. You're a mess. We got under your skin somehow.
They really could have killed him if they wanted
He's
to.
no fun anymore.
They're just
What do you
playing,
say we
man.
just kill him?
Sure.
Now, 2 Super Saiyans, if he was this strong when he
Do you
was
mind
with
if I do
Gohan,
the honors?
it might have been a little different. But
Cool.
and going back in time helped him become a better fighter because he was training with Vegeta and Goku and all of them. But at this point, he just doesn't have enough experience.
I give him credit. He's tougher than I thought.
Yeah, they were torturing him.
Durst, you can't get away with this. All those people and all those children.
I forgot how pathetic he was.
Whoops. You almost fell down.
Damn, he's a bit bouncing off buildings.
Say no more. We'll take care of this little problem right now. How dare you?
Squash his head.
Be gone! Wait.
Let me do this one.
So he should be dead by now.
Should be.
So why he's still alive?
Plot armor. That's the only reason. Plot armor. They needed him to come back in time. That's the only reason why he's alive.
I'm here, sweetheart. It's your mommy. Everything matters to me right now.
He also got a Zenkai boost because he got fucked up. You know, he's getting healed, so he's gonna be stronger too.
In the time machine if it's ready.
And now he's finally ready to go back in time.
Have any arms and legs left under that blanket, healing up for a couple of weeks.
He doesn't have arms and legs?
No, he does. She was saying that you're up here trying to go back in time and you don't know if you have arms and legs.
Strong enough to make a difference.
Every time it's an enemy pulls up, they're always like, I wish Goku was here. Goku pulls up and they all just feel safe. And Vegeta hates it. He's like, that fucking Kakarot. He's like, it should be me doing this, but it's Goku. But that's why he respects him too, because he's like, he just has that aura, but he hates it though. And this came out after all that happened, so in the original, we just saw him pull up and attack Frieza and everything. And then the android stuff happened and all that, and then we saw this happen. So we got his backstory later. Like, this all happened after the Trunks, like the actual. I'm glad they gave him these little backstories, like for Bardock and Trunks and all that. Like, it was nice to, like, for them to go back in time and show us those.
That's it?
Yeah, so this is what how he got introduced to the show. Remember after I said Goku beat up Frieza?
Oh no, you showed me this.
Yeah, and Frieza's all mechanical because his body had to be repaired. And so then Trunks pulled up, killed Frieza, killed his dad, and then he gave Goku the antidote. And that's basically how Trunks was introduced to the show.
It's funny because he just pulled up, everybody was having trouble, and he just pulled up and did that.
Exactly. Because in Dragon, and see, even Vegeta's sitting there like, and you see how young Gohan is? And it's because, and Bulma was up there, like, And it's funny, Vegeta and Bulma didn't realize that was their son from the future.
Mm.
But yeah, like Frieza was such a strong enemy, but the androids were that much stronger. So it was just like, and then Goku came, and then Trunks challenged him to see how strong he was. He was like, "Damn, this nigga Goku really is like that." And then he gave him the antidote, told him about the androids, and I was like, "All right, I'm going back to my timeline." That's the guy who created the androids. But in this timeline, there were all the androids were there. Well, not all of them, but a lot of the androids were there. And that's when they were freed in their timeline. And they're actually stronger in this timeline than in Trunks' timeline. Yep. So the evil scientist, he created. We never really saw too many of them, but in the original Dragon Ball, like Kid Dragon Ball, we saw Android 8. That was the first android we ever saw. And he was Goku's friend. Then we really didn't see any of the other ones. The
He
scientist.
was Goku's friend, Android.
Yeah, Android 8 was Goku's friend. He wasn't evil. So he basically, the scientists kept making more androids because they kept being failures. The first ones, we never really saw them. Android 8 was a failure because one, he was weak and he was nice. Then he created more. He got to Android 17 and 18. No, he got to Android 16. 16 is actually stronger than 17 and 18. But he's also a nice android.
Oh.
But he's stronger than 17 and 18. In Trunks' timeline, 16 was never freed. But in their timeline, 17 and 18 were like, fuck it, let's free 16 too. Let's just get all the androids out. So in their timeline, they had to worry about 16, 17, 18. The doctor also created Android 19. They had to fight him. And then the doctor turned himself into an android. So he's Android 20. So now they had to fight 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Cell, and then in the game, this is a new one. It's called Android 21. She's from the video game, so she's newer. But she's a part of the story and everything. So that's Android 21. And Cell is the main villain of their like season. Like the androids were the startup to the villain stuff. And then Cell was the final boss of their season. So Cell is basically a super android that absorbed 17 and 18, stole their power, and became like a super android. And then they made a movie where they fought Android 13, 14, and 15. So yeah, so we basically saw 13 through 22, basically. And 8. Those are all the androids we've seen. So yeah, how'd you like that movie? It was a little slower than Bardock's, but that's Trunks' story.
Oh, it's cool. I like it.
You like it?
The time,
Yeah, you're just tired.
just
I know. Alright, well, we're going to end this up pretty soon. Real quick, do you think you want to watch more Dragon Ball movies?
Yeah, yeah.
So, you've seen the new Broly, you've seen Bardock, and you've seen Trunks. You want to see the old Broly? The evil Broly?
Mhm.
Okay, we can watch that. Do you want to see the Android movies?
Yeah.
Android 13?
Mhm.
And you know Frieza has a brother? His name is Cooler.
What the hell?
It's King Cold Frieza and
What's
Cooler.
What's up with all the brothers?
Exactly. This is how they did the movies. They basically just took something and was like, yeah, just give him a brother. Yeah, just give him another.
I know, that's what I think that
yeah.
throughout the years they're like, okay.
Yeah, that's basically all they did. So I'll show next movies we'll watch Cooler, Broly, and Android 13. And I want to show you Battle of the Gods. That's one of the newer movies. So once it's Dragon Ball when they were kids, Dragon Ball Z when they were adults, Dragon Ball GT when they're all old, but then they went back and they made Dragon Ball Super, which is after Z, but before GT if that actually happened.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where they become gods and everything. So basically Goku and them are fighting gods. So I'll show you that one. And that's where the timeline's currently at. It's like Dragon Ball Super is like the newest show, basically. Like
Still going on?
it ended in 2018.
Oh.
So that's basically, remember the purple cat god and everything that was in the Broly movie? That's where they got introduced. So they pulled up, they fought them, they kind of fucked with them, and then Dragon Ball Super started, which is the new show. And then that all happened, and then the show ended, and then they made the Broly movie, and then they made another movie. So now they're just going from there. So we're just waiting. And now they're making a new show but they're kind of jumping all around. So the new show takes place before the gods got introduced, but
Okay.
after Z ended. They're just jumping around, filling in stuff. So now there's a new Dragon Ball show called Dragon Ball Daima, but it takes place before Dragon Ball Super when the gods come in. And that's what I will be reacting to tomorrow when I take you home.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, comment, and subscribe. Share the videos. Which one did you like more, Bardock or Trunks? Or Broly?
Bardock.
You like Bardock more?
Bardock. How do you say his name?
Bardock.
Bardock.
Bardock. You like Bardock's the
Yeah,
most
like
because of the plot?
Mhm.
Then Broly's or Trunks?
Yeah.
Broly.
Shit. Hold on.
Remember the whole story with Broly. He had the pet that his dad hated Vegeta, and he had the pet, and he never had a friend or anything. All he did was train, and Frieza was
I mean,
using him. and all that.
I liked that movie. I'm not gonna lie, but it was then for like a good 30 minutes, it was just straight fighting.
Man, she just don't like seeing niggas box for real. I like niggas boxing.
No, I didn't mind it. Like it was interesting actually, but it's just like I like more. Like,
Yeah, because it was mainly a recap. It was really just a recap.
basically, it was too fast. It was
Yeah.
just like a really small little story and then fighting.
Yeah, because like they didn't need to really tell it, because like you just saw the Bardock movie, so that's all stuff they told before. So now they were just like, the focus was just bringing Broly into the story.
Oh, sorry.
All right, she's going to sleep. Bye, y'all. That was fun. I really have not watched those.